everyone, this is Walk, Ride, Fly, joining in from the Upper West Side, Morningside Heights, Manhattan, New York City. It is a very windy day, so I hope you can hear me. There's a lot of wind going on. So it's a very windy day. And my friends, today is June 9th, 2022, and the time is around 7:35 p.m. local time, and the temperature is 76. The wind is blowing at 13 miles per hour. That's how bad it is right now. Any case. Greetings to you, Pascal, Abid, Samid, Badror, Dave in Bangor, Maine. Greetings, Andrew, Lee, Sebastian, Echeverria, Valenti, Dublan. Greetings to you, Gigi, Stephen Barrier, Henry. Greetings to all of you. All right, so the wind is pretty bad actually, so I might fly today. I don't know. One of these days I know I'm gonna fly. Greetings to you, Janine. I'm glad you're able to make it. Friends, I'm standing right in front of the Cathedral Church of St. John the Divine, one of my absolute favorite churches, cathedrals, I should say, in New York City. So I'm gonna let you take a look at the church for a moment. Oh, go ahead. No worries. For a moment. Before I start speaking, look how beautiful this church is. Greetings to you, Gregory Kelly from Santa Barbara, California. Santa Barbara is one of the most beautiful parts of California. If you haven't had a chance to visit Santa Barbara, you must visit Santa Barbara. It's definitely worth it. Well, Santa Barbara is beautiful. Malibu, Orange County, yeah. Many parts of Southern California and the middle part of California are beautiful, stunning. Greetings to you, Lil Bank, Sally Cepillo. All right, friends, so this church is the largest church that's also, or the largest cathedral, the largest church, I can't even speak. That's also the seat of the bishop. This is an Episcopal church. A lot of people, think this is a Catholic church. It's not. It's actually an Episcopal church. And this is also one of the biggest churches by volume and length in the world. One of the five biggest churches in the world. Okay, so I know whenever you visit New York City, the first one that pops up to your head, or the first one that comes up in a lot of itineraries, is St. Patrick's Cathedral, which is great, fantastic. That's my absolute favorite. But take the time to step outside of Midtown Manhattan to come to Uptown Manhattan to enjoy the beauty of this church from the inside and outside. Unfortunately, they close at 5 these days, so we can't get in at the moment, but I've done a couple of videos on this church, so check out my channel. So let me just get a little closer here. And by the way, the church is still under construction, just like Sagrada Familia. It's still under construction, just like many medieval churches. It's still under construction. All right, let me just show you what the church looks like. Good evening to you, Dennis from Ottawa, Canada. Nice. Good evening to you, Brenda. Good evening to you, Josephine Sarmiento. Look at all the fine details. Look at all these beautiful details on the church. And the construction of the church began in 1892, so it's been over 125 years. church has been under construction since 1892. And you can find this church on Amsterdam Avenue and West 112th Street in Upper Manhattan. Let me show you a little detail here that you might have missed. You see? Right there. There's a writing in Hebrew. I don't know what that means, but that's Hebrew. And if you look at all the details, like if you pay attention to every detail here, you'll find something spectacular. So if you ever come to this church, if you ever visit, make sure to pay attention to the details. Can you see the detail right there? Do you see anything right there? Do you see the Twin Towers? Do you see the Empire State Building? There's a few iconic landmarks, New York City landmarks, right there in the detail. One more time. The name of the church is the Cathedral Church of St. John the Divine. It is an Episcopal church, and it's also the seat of the bishop. And obviously, it is a landmark. You never noticed it, right, Gigi? See, and you've been coming to this church for some time, right? What a beautiful Gothic design church. Sometimes, I kid you not, I bring my coffee, I bring my pastry and sit down outside or inside and just soak it all in. Like, I could sit here for hours, look at every detail, every intricate design, and find something new every single time. It will take you a long time to like go through all the details on this impressive church. In any case, let's keep going. Yeah, so unfortunately they put a lot of scaffolding right and left, on the outside. Most of the scaffolding was inside for a long time. And I think they've finished the inside part of it for now. They might continue doing more work. But as it stands, most of the construction is on the left side, on the outside, on the facade of the church. It goes all the way down this way, by the way, friends. Like I said, this is one of the 5 largest churches in the world by volume and length. It's like my camera is not even doing it justice because it cannot capture the whole thing. It's just impossible to bring everything into one frame. I kid you not. I've tried it from different angles, like for so many years. Like I've walked right across the street, right in the middle of the street, a little further away, on the left side, right side, hoping to capture the entire building, but it's just impossible. That's how big it is. And I think these days they actually charge visitors to get in. It used to be that, it's open at any time. You walk in, for prayer or just to see the church. It was just, open to everybody. But nowadays I think they charge either $7 or $10 or something like that. But that's not bad. That's nothing, compared to what you get. It's a beautiful church, right? Cindy Mondelli and Alex Mondelli are celebrating their 10th anniversary today. That's awesome. Happy anniversary, friends. Happy anniversary to Cindy Mondelli and Alex Mondelli. And I see Preston. Greetings to you, Preston. Welcome. Thank you for joining in. The insides will take your breath away. Absolutely. One of these days we're going to do an inside tour. It's absolutely magnificent. It is amazing. This is still a part of the church, by the way. You know what? There used to be 2 peacocks hanging out that hang out at this church, and I don't see them anymore. So I'm gonna walk around and see if I can find them. Do you know if the peacocks are still here?
I just saw the white peacock.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Nice.
officially the grounds are closed to the public.
Oh, okay.
But I just saw the white. Did you just
All
see
right.
the white peacock? He was just walking.
Oh, he did walk this which way? To the right?
I mean, like right in front of you. Like.
Oh, I did not see it.
Car, yeah.
Oh, okay, let me just.
He
Yeah.
often goes up onto those stairs with them.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, there's usually like, a couple of peacocks hanging out here. So let me see if I can find one of them. She said she just saw the white one, so let me see. This is still part of the church, by the way, friends. Jim and Phil, is that their names? I never knew their names, but I usually see them here hanging out. Ooh, I don't see them. Have you guys seen the peacocks by any chance?
They're here, but in order to see them, you have to come back on the weekends.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. Just wanted to just look at them for a second.
If you ever do come back, just know it's from 9 to 7.
9 to 7. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. He said I would have to come back on a Saturday. Interesting. She said it walked right in front of me. Really? I would have seen it. Anyway. Hopefully we get to see at least one of them before we leave. It'd be nice to see one. They're beautiful. They're beautiful animals. And beautiful creatures. Oh, come on. Are you? It's not every day that you see a peacock. Come on. Alright, let me go to the other side. See if I can find it. Beautiful landscaping as well. Absolutely, they take care of it pretty well. They take care of the church very well, and they have a lot of community programs where they help community members. They have different things going on. Jim and Phil, where are you? Jim, Phil, I've come to visit you. Can you hear me? I'm out here. Would you be able to join us? Alright, unfortunately, Jim and Phil are not seeing visitors today. They're usually hanging out by the door, by the entrance side of it. But today, they're not here. So we're just going to enjoy this little statue that's in front of us. Can you see the statue? I've actually looked into understanding what the statue is about and all the intricate designs and details to it, but I have no idea. I see what looks like the sun, a shark, and maybe the devil flipped upside down, and I see a man with a wing. I don't know the details. I've never really spend time to look into it, but it'll be interesting to know. But I'm more interested in the church. That is what I'm interested about. I love the church. All right, friends. All seriousness. The place that you're seeing right in front of you, the Hungarian pastry shop, is one of my favorite pastry shops in this neighborhood. It really is a Hungarian pastry shop. They have like those gigantic, Hungarian style pastries, European style, Eastern European style pastries, and they are delicious. They are delicious, and the prices are not bad either. And one thing that I suggest is if you happen to be there, if you happen to go there, meaning like, assuming that you're in the neighborhood, make sure to go there in the morning because in the afternoon, by this time, most of their good stuff sells out. Unless you get lucky, it sells out because there's a couple of universities nearby. Columbia University is nearby. There's the Manhattan School of Music, the Jewish Theology or Seminary is nearby as well. So there's a few things going on in this neighborhood. So you know students are gonna buy everything right away. I am so not happy that I did not get to see the peacocks today. Oh man. Anyway, let's cross the street. One more time, one more time, one more time. Let's check one more time. Nothing, nothing. All right, friends and family. One more time for the church. The Cathedral Church of St. John the Divine. Are you near the Columbia University in the area or now is in Harlem? Yeah, so technically Morningside Heights, you know, part of the university is in Harlem, especially the Manhattanville side of it. That is the new section, that's the new addition to Columbia University, that is the new development, and that's technically in Harlem, but you know, they usually call it, you know, Manhattanville or something like that, but technically it is part of Harlem. So, you know, Harlem has different sections, right? Harlem is not like really, it's not really like one small section. Within Harlem, there are different sections, just like the Upper West Side has different sections. The Upper East Side has different sections. So within that name, under that umbrella, there are different sections. In Harlem, the same thing. There's Hamilton Heights, there's Morningside Heights. There's a few things, or there's a few smaller sections. So yeah, technically part of Columbia University is in Harlem. You know, the funny thing is a lot of like, you know, big name universities, they're located in a cheaper neighborhood, to be politically correct. Why? Because land is cheap. You know, USC, the University of Southern California, it's actually technically in Compton because land is cheap in that area. But you never hear people say like, oh, USC is in Compton now. All right, so that's the Hungarian pastry shop right across the street. I've shown it to you before. You know what? Let me go this way because I want to show you a nice view since it's like almost sunset time. And there's a public garden here, just so you know. There's a few gardens in this neighborhood. Lots of them. Brenda D, I thought Harlem started at 125. Manhattanville is in Harlem. And Manhattanville, I mean the campus, Manhattanville campus of Columbia University is at 125th. So yeah, technically it is in Harlem. All right, let me show you a few things here. Some beautiful, beautiful things in the neighborhood, friends. Look at this beautiful sunset. All right, let me go walk this way as fast as I can. And one, show you the church. Because I can't get enough of this church, to be honest. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. So yeah, my point is majority or most parts of Columbia University, majority part of Columbia University is still in Harlem. Greetings to you, Tina Cavazos. Yeah, especially the new campus of Columbia University, the Manhattanville campus. It is in Harlem. Like all of it. All of it is in Harlem. But they call it Manhattanville. They're like, oh, this is a Manhattanville campus. It's located in Manhattanville. I mean, which is fine. I mean, that's fine. But it's still Harlem. Just like, Yorkville. For instance, like, Yorkville is on the upper east side. It's still the upper east side. I mean, even though, people say like, oh, I live in Yorkville, or, another section of the upper east side is still upper east side.
Down here or up there?
All right, what else could I show you here? Unfortunately, a lot of these places are closed. All right, let me cross the street here quickly. Greetings to you, Darrell. And Kirk Hardrick. Greetings to you. I'm going to show you something cool that you're going to enjoy, so bear with me. It's going to be a minute or two. Okay, by the way, a lot of these buildings are owned by Columbia University. Like I said a few times, one of the largest property owners in New York City is Columbia University. Actually, I recently learned that they passed the city of New York in ownership of properties in New York City. So they used to be, so Columbia University used to be, I think, number 3 or 4 after the Catholic Church, and I think after Donald Trump. But now it looks like Columbia University has passed everyone and is the largest property owner in New York City, passing the city of New York. They've been buying properties from the city of New York, expanding throughout the city. And I know they have bought a few of these buildings. They own some of these buildings here. They turn them into dorms, student housing, whatever, research centers, offices, and things like that. But they did not own all of these buildings. And they still don't, but they have been buying more and more properties in this neighborhood. So apparently some of them used to be owned by the city of New York. So they've been offering a lot of money to buy those properties from the city of New York, which means, hi, how you doing? Which means that they have to kick out whoever was living in those apartments. And apparently that's what they've been doing. They've been kicking out a lot of people who've been living in those neighborhoods. I mean, in those apartment buildings, and some people have been living there, for generations. Some of the people living there lived in like rent-controlled units, meaning that they pay significantly less than the average market price because either they work for the city or they have some type of benefit due to income. And yeah, so Columbia University, when they buy those properties, technically they have to remove those people and turn it into whatever they want to turn it into. All right, so we are on the grounds of Columbia University. And that is the law library right there. And by the way, Columbia University is technically older than the United States. All right, and that's the Butler Library right there. You might have seen this featured in a lot of movies. Magnus, I think you might know a little thing about this one. Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters was filmed right there. All right, let's keep going. They still have the graduation tent. I don't know. I don't think there's still There's still graduation going on. I doubt it. Excuse me. And there's a beautiful, beautiful Catholic church inside the campus. I don't know if it's open, but we'll check it out. We will check it out. It's a lovely campus. Ray of Sunshine is saying, wow, Columbia is huge. I wish I walked their campus when I was there. Yes, that's one thing that I recommend the viewers do. If you happen to be in New York City, add this to your itinerary. Especially if you have been to New York a few times. If you've been here a few times, you might as well venture outside of Midtown Manhattan. I know, everybody just wants to stay in Midtown Manhattan, see everything in Midtown Manhattan, spend time there, go to Central Park, spend time there a few times, but trust me, once you step out of Midtown Manhattan, there are a lot of treasures throughout the city. Lots of great hidden gems. Alright, so this is the church. Let's see if it's open. Let's see. It's a beautiful little church on campus. Unfortunately it's closed. And then right across the street, right across behind those trees is the Columbia Business School. Warren Buffett and Bill Gates come here every year. I don't know if it happened because of COVID, things might have changed, but they usually come pretty much every year. I think they alternate, and either they talk to students, answer questions, or just engage with faculty, have a discussion, a seminar, something similar. Greetings to you, Mike E. Daryl. All right, this is still part of the church. Such a beautiful church. The inside is beautiful as well. All right. Hey, greetings to you, Robert Sabrowal. Greetings. Good evening to all of you. Good evening to all of you. And right across to the right of me is the Columbia Law School. That is where a lot of justices, a lot of prominent lawyers, big time, big shot lawyers graduated, including Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I believe her daughter is still teaching here. And Amal Clooney was teaching here at some point. George Clooney's wife. She taught here for a few semesters. And man, this one right here, a lot of people don't know, but you know what? Let's see. Oh, it's not stuck now. Used to be able to like push it and then it would like spin around. All right, so the main reason I came here is because I want to show you something beautiful. And this is open to the public too, so you can bring your food, you can bring your coffee, pastries, whatever. Sit down here, sit over here, enjoy the view, enjoy the nice weather, all the good stuff. Yeah, Barack Obama went here. A lot of people, like, what's her name? Chelsea Clinton went here. Just a few people. Or Chelsea Clinton is actually at the School of Public Health, but yeah, there's a lot of famous people graduated here. Presidents graduated from here. Celebrities. All kinds of people from all walks of life All right, friends, the main reason that I came here is because I want to show you this view. This view is a lot better right at sunset on a clear day. It's still good. It's still nice. Greetings, Arjan. Greetings to you, Nick. All right, friends. This is a nice view. Up here, you can take a seat here on one of these chairs, one of these benches, and just enjoy the School of Elite. Yeah, it's definitely not easy to get in. Okay. And to the left is the School of Philosophy. And then the right one is the Italian Academy. There's like a Italian research, like cultural research center, and also it's like a cultural center. They have a lot of events there on different days. And then behind that is the School of International Public Affairs. And I think that is the dorm that Obama used to live in. The one right in the middle, right there. All right, Cindy Mondelli and Alex Mondelli. So a little bit of Italy over here. This is Columbia University's the Italian Academy for Advanced Studies. So this building right here is pretty much focused on Italy. Everything about it is Italy. It's like a drone view, right? So let me show you a little bit of the church again. This beautiful church with stained window glasses. It's a beautiful church. More view of New York City. PLA3A30 is saying, I worked there and was able to take graduate classes by only paying the taxes for the class, which was still expensive. That's still a good deal because, yeah, I think the cost of tuition is like, what, 60,000 now? It's at least 55,000. I mean, by now it should be like 60,000. 60,000 a year. Yeah, so most of these buildings to the right and to the left are owned by Columbia. Either they're part of certain departments or offices or student dorms. Okay? Just so you know. Man, I'm running out of breath, man. That climb on the hill was not even that bad. Okay, before I forget, one of the best spots to get a coffee in this neighborhood is this coffee shop right here. The name is News Coffee. I think they're only open from like 9 to 4, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 8:30 to 4. But yeah, this is they have some good coffee and they have some good snacks and fruits and things like that as well. The name is News Cafe. You see the name right there, N-O-U-S. It's a good spot. It's a good spot to get coffee, chill, do some work. Plenty of space, but at times it gets really busy. All right. I also lived in school housing a few blocks from there for cheap. Yes, yeah, most of the student housing is subsidized and they usually get free internet, free electricity, obviously water's free as well. Yeah, and on top of that, the price is subsidized, highly subsidized actually. Yeah, usually like students pay like $1,100-1,200 per room, which is significantly less than what other people pay outside of the Columbia University system. Nice place to have coffee and chill. Absolutely. Oh yeah. Very nice spot. All right. Let's go check out other things. I brought you here for the views. As you can see, it's very quiet right now. They're still removing all the tents and all the setup for graduation. Still working on it. They let you in without ID to that coffee shop. So good question. Yes, I think you need somebody to let you in because yeah, they used to let anybody in to get coffee, but nowadays with the environment that we're in, you need an ID or you need somebody that you know to let you in, buy coffee and hang out there with the person maybe, or buy your coffee and leave. That's a good point. Thank you for bringing that up. And by the way, when it's like hot outside or when it's like a great day, when it's a beautiful day outside, these steps are a good spot to sit down, chill, drink your cold brew, cold drink, whatever, and chill and just enjoy the day, the sun, the environment, anything.
You're supposed to like wash the dishes.
Good evening to you, Valerie. I hope you're still here. I didn't mean to. Oops, what's going on here? I didn't mean to skip over you. All right, one more time for the campus. A lot of movies filmed here, absolutely. Like I said, I'm not big on movies, but I know there's a lot of movies that were shot here on campus, including Ghostbusters, Silver Surfer. I think you might know about that one, right? Magnus loves Ghostbusters. All right. Oh, you're still here? Great, Valerie. Great. Nice seeing you. And this is the Miller Theater here to the right. School of Theater. Miller Theater, the Arts Initiative and the Miller Theater. Okay, let's see. So nowadays, every establishment has something like this, like a directory. Back in the day, you used to have like a metal, directory, I don't know, something old school, but nowadays you can do this. Why is it not working? Why is it not working? Why is it not working? Lining, transit. Why is it not working? Oh, I guess it's just for a show, huh? All right, we'll skip it another time. And the best part of the campus, I guess, is the fact that there is a train station right next to the campus. Greetings to you, Catherine McKay. 116th Street station is right here, and then 110th is like a couple of blocks down. So you have a couple of train stations nearby, which makes it easy to get to and from campus. And there's a Shake Shack right there. There are a few supermarkets, cafes, all kinds of good things. All right, what should we see here? Oh, you know what? Let's go down this way. Let's go down this way. I'll show you a few good things. The governor's gonna pull a van while there at Columbia University. How are you doing, Gary Ting? How are you lovely people in the UK doing? Shake Shack is everywhere these days. Nothing surprising. Rob, what campus is this? This is Columbia University. This entire neighborhood is Columbia University, pretty much like for a few blocks of Columbia University. And that right there is the Alfred Lerner Hall. That's like where they have events, some graduation related events, music shows, musicals, and different things in that building right there. Alfred Lerner. So apparently the guy, Alfred Lerner, gave $50 million, 50, and they named it after him. Obviously, $50 million will help you put your name on a building. But yeah, he literally wrote a check for $50 million, 50. That was years ago. All right, Starbucks. Is this Washington Heights? No, Washington Heights is way up in Manhattan. It's more north in this, north of here. Washington Heights, what, starts at, I believe, 168. So right now we are at 114. So that'll give you perspective where we are. This is Morningside Heights. This is part of it is in the Upper West Side and part of it is in Harlem. All right, one of my favorite spots to get coffee in this neighborhood is at Hex and Company. This is the largest board game cafe in Manhattan. The name is Hex and Company. It's huge, it's beautiful, it's very nice. There's a lot going on in there. So if you like board games, you might want to stop by Hex and Company. They have a couple of locations. They have one in Lower Manhattan, but I like this one. It's spacious. There are a lot of games if you're into games, board games. But most importantly, the coffee here is really, really good. I know where they get their coffee from. They get it from the Brooklyn Roasting Company. And their coffee is delicious. And yeah, so sometimes they get really busy. So if you want to play a game there, you would have to reserve it in advance, especially on the weekends, especially starting like Fridays. Häagen-Dazs. You have to reserve it in advance, but like on a weekday, they don't get that busy. So yeah, you can walk in, play a game, board game, and yeah, have a good time. The last time I paid $50 million, I got myself 2 hotels on Piccadilly Circus on the Monopoly board. That's funny. Speaking of campus, applied for a 3-year teaching position in Kyoto, Japan. Nice. Waiting with bated breath. Good luck to you, Catherine McKay. Best of luck. Japan would be amazing. Teaching in Japan would be great as well. Good luck to you. Good luck to you, Catherine McKay. Adventures with Stefan is asking, do you have to put garbage tags on bags in order for them to be picked up? No. They know it's garbage. So yeah, no. You don't have to put any tag on it or anything. All right, as you can see, all the teachers, students, the locals are enjoying their food at Le Monde. This is a patisserie, brasserie. This is a French restaurant here. Just so you know, very popular amongst locals, teachers, students. I've been here a couple of times. Definitely worth it. Good stuff, good food, good service. It's very nice. And just like many parts of Upper Manhattan, there are a lot of flower shops in this neighborhood as well, as you can see. Love to see the coffee favorites, but I only drink tea. What? Only tea? Only tea? What do you mean? Yeah, I used to only drink tea for a long time, and then I got introduced to coffee because tea was not helping me anymore. I couldn't stay up with tea. So I had to start drinking coffee, and then I got into it. It was just like, wow, this thing is delicious. I like tea, but this coffee thing just takes everything to another level. There we go. That's the church right there, my friends. That's the same church that I showed you a few minutes ago. And friends and family, I would like to say a big thanks to Henry. I would like to say thanks to Henry and Renee for their support via PayPal. They supported the channel via PayPal, so I want to give them a shout out. And if you guys give them a shout out too, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Henry and Renee, as always. Thank you for the continued support via PayPal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Unfortunately, a lot of businesses are going out of business. And the recent casualty in this neighborhood is this one, Party and More. As you can see, they closed their doors. Governor, do try a flat white coffee next time. Thank you so much, Gary Ting. I will definitely try flat white. I've had flat white a few times from Black Fox Coffee. Maybe I'll try it again tonight, maybe tomorrow. All right, unfortunately, lots of businesses are going out of business. Business is not like what it used to be in New York City, my friends. It ain't what it used to be. Businesses are not doing well at all. All right. Henry and Renee, I think you're gonna like this one. So there's La Familia pizza spot here. I know, if you come to a neighborhood, it has to have at least one good pizza shop. And that one right across the street is very familiar, very popular. I know they have a few locations throughout the city. Famous Familia. But I don't know how great it is. But the one that I'm gonna show you right now, I know is very good because a couple of friends have told me about it. And I'm gonna tell you about one of my absolute favorite places to get milkshake, vanilla milkshake. Remember the other day I said the best vanilla milkshake in Manhattan is in Morningside Heights? I'm gonna show you where it is. I'm gonna show you where it is. You should do a collaboration video with James and Carla. Cool. Now you're talking. Henry is like, now we're talking. All right, so one of my favorite spots to get milkshake is this place right here, Mel's. Mel's Burger. The burgers are good, but the milkshakes are on a different level. Just FYI.
Still better than nothing.
All right. So, Henry, the best place in this neighborhood to get good pizza is this one right here. Coronet. Super, super, super popular. Good stuff. You saw that one, right? Right, Henry? All right, and here we have Westside Market. They have a few of these throughout Manhattan, throughout New York City, so nothing different here. Of course, lots and lots of flowers. I should have bought you flowers. And right across the street, you have H Mart, an Asian mart with different kinds of Asian foods. They might have good deals on pre-made food. So they might have a sale like half off, or maybe like 40% off or something like that at the end of the day. So like the same meal that cost about $15 or $16 might come down to like, you know, $5, $6, $7 at the end of the day. So check out H Mart if you happen to be in the neighborhood and you wanna grab something on the go to your hotel, to your Airbnb. H Mart is a good option. Henry is saying, I have heard of it but never tried it. Yeah, I think they have a couple of locations in the city. I don't think this is the only one. I believe they have at least like 2 or 3. Go ahead. You're good. Go ahead. Bro, take it easy. This is what I mean when I say be careful when you cross the street in New York City all the time. Doesn't matter if you have the right of way. You saw that, right? I had the right of way, but I kid you not, the driver was not even paying attention. The driver was not even looking, so I was like, you know what, go ahead. So please be careful all the time. These guys, I mean, they're just, yeah. Sometimes they're on their phones, sometimes, you know, they're not even paying attention. If I was not paying attention, I would have been hit right now. Gigi, did you say they have good pizza? What's your take on it? I know you live in the neighborhood, or maybe somewhere close. I don't know. Ooh, I've never paid attention to this building. Look at this nice residential building. I bet you this is where the professors live. I bet you this is where they live. Look at this nice little hidden gem in between buildings. Look at that. Rob, not to be nosy, what did you study at university? I'm guessing economics. Yeah, I did management economics and international relations. And I minored in finance. Just basic finance though, like accounting and so on. Basic accounting. Nothing complicated. All right, so this is Riverside Drive. Behind all that chaos on Broadway. So by the way, we weren't Broadway. We just kept going, you know, between streets. But yeah, so behind that, there's a quiet street and a park. Riverside Park is the other way. I remember I showed it to you a few months ago when it was covered in snow, completely covered in snow, if you remember. And I'm going to show it to you now to show you what it looks like, to show you the difference. It's very beautiful, right? And yeah, so behind all that chaos is this quiet street here. Super quiet. If you want to step away from the chaos of New York City, from the hustle, come back here. Oh yeah, and friends, if you are on Instagram, make sure to add me. It is Walk, Ride, Fly. One more time, right now we are on West 111th and Cathedral Parkway. Governor is Mr. Finance. He will amortize anyone that comes his way. Absolutely. Although I have forgotten a lot of things that I've learned because I haven't practiced it as often as I should. But possibly, yes. All right, yeah, so this is Riverside Park. Most of the time, like during the day, you see a lot of families, kids. There's a playground for kids, or you could just come here, study, read, I don't know. Think about your life, perspective, write notes, journal, whatever. All right, remember that park that I showed you a few months ago that was completely covered in snow? And now this is what it looks like. This is Riverside Park. Our ball. His name is Rob. Yes, I'm Rob. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe so you can join me on all these unedited, unscripted adventures in New York City and other cities. I also have other walking videos in different parts of New York City. I know you guys have not been showing love to some of my videos. I don't know, maybe because it's Brooklyn, I don't know. But yeah, check it out. There's a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of good stuff on my channel. Just like any other park, I would not recommend that you walk here alone at night. Especially when it's dark, don't do it. And if you're a tourist, you shouldn't even be doing that. Because this is not an environment that you are familiar with. So I would say stick to the daytime. Walk around parks during the daytime. All right? And I also want to say thank you to all of you who have been making orders, merch orders from the Walk, Ride, Fly Teespring store. Thank you so much for all the orders. Thank you. I know a couple of people bought tumblers, coffee mugs, and shirts. So I want to say thank you to whoever it is. This park looks like the Golden Gate Park in San Francisco. Oh, it does? You know what? I've never been to that park in San Francisco. It's huge. It's big. And right across it is the state of New Jersey. That's the Harlem River right there in the back, all the way at the end. All right. Or you could play here, swing, hop on a swing, playing one of these slides, little houses, obstacles. Saluti tutti gazzi fuori. Wow, that sounds so cool. What does that mean? I learned something new in Italian today. Dolce far niente. The art of doing nothing. You know what looks amazing? What looks amazing is walking in the rain in this park. And I have one video on that on my channel. So find my rain walk playlist and find this video. You guys will enjoy it. You guys will love it. Oh, that dog is being pampered. Can you imagine? That dog has been taken care of. Kind of looks like it, but the trees are different in Golden Gate Park. Are they bigger or are they like completely different trees? Greetings to you, Gloria. How are you doing? Yeah, there's a couple of restaurants here inside the park. There's places like where you can just hang out, have an amazing view of the river in New Jersey, or just sit down and chill. There's a lot going on in the park. Janine is saying, Rob, can I buy merch using Cash App or Visa? I don't use PayPal. I think you should be able to. Absolutely, yeah. So they have different options. They have different payment options. Oh yeah, it doesn't have to be PayPal. Oh yeah, there's different options. I mean, I know some of you don't like using PayPal. So there's a few options. There's the Cash App option. What else? What the? Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Did you guys see that? That's that was interesting. That was interesting.
Yeah, I got downtown riding the car and shit. Yeah, motherfucker, on a motorcycle. I'll be out, bro. Hell, nigga. My motherfucking download, dog.
No shame in this game, right? Hey, doesn't have to wait. He doesn't have to wait until it's late night to eat. You know, there's bagels. They're free. He doesn't gotta pay. It's for everybody, so he's enjoying it. Why not? Trash Panda, that's right. Looking right at the camera, right? He's like waiting until I leave. He's like, "Ugh, are you gonna look at me like while I eat? Are you serious right now? Are you just gonna film me while I eat?" So I'm like, "Okay, I'll let you eat." Johnny. Oh wait. Somebody said, I met another person like the other day, and with the same name, and the person is like, no, the way you pronounce his name is Janine. I was like, okay, maybe I was saying it wrong. So how do you say it properly? Maybe each person says it differently. So if you could tell me one more time, I will know how to pronounce it correctly. And I want to make sure that I pronounce it correctly. All right. There's some beautiful houses over here. Most of them are actually owned, most of these apartment buildings are owned by professors. And guess what? Did you know that a lot of professors get subsidized interest rates whenever they buy properties? Did you know that? Whenever they buy properties, they get a subsidized rate. Below the market rate, that is. Hey, greetings to you, Ricardo. Greetings to you, Ray of Sunshine. Greetings to you, Mighty Bull. Oh, no, it wasn't you. It wasn't you. It was somebody else that I met in person at a grocery store. And the person was like, oh, no, this is the way you pronounce the name. I was like, okay. So I guess, I don't know, she pronounces it that way. And maybe other people pronounce it differently. Oh, look at these beautiful, beautiful homes here. Nice, beautiful apartment buildings, condos. Very nice. As they should, absolutely. Oh, yeah, we have Catherine McKay. Of course we should. Of course. Of course, especially like presidents of schools, chancellors, they get so many great perks. Oh my. They get a lot of perks. Highly subsidized rates, lots of perks and benefits. Pronounced Jean, but with a J. Jean, okay, so John Johnson? John Johnson? Is that right? Jean Johnson. I am in my glory. Those condos have my name. Yeah, these condos are beautiful. These condos are on another level, but expect to spend at least over $1 million. At at least 1.5. I would say at least 1.5 million, depending on the size of the apartment, depending on the size of the property. Yeah, expect to spend at least like 1.5 million. All right, we have a liquor store. What do they have here? Rosé, Prosecco. What is that? I don't even know any of these. Let me stick to what I know. All right. I'm going to show you something here that I missed a few times, but I'll show it today anyway. Jean. Okay, great. Great, Jean. I'll call you Jean Johnson, and the other person, Janine. Jean Johnson. Cool. I'll remember that. Ooh, look at that. A little bit of downtown Manhattan right there. You see that? If you look closely. Oh, I love this area. You have no idea. I've been, like, in general, the Upper West Side, Morningside Heights is my favorite part of New York City. I've said it a few times, and I'll say it again. It is one of my favorite spots in the city. It's, I would say, the top favorite. But because of Columbia University and the other universities nearby, the cost of living in this area, the cost of apartment buildings, rent has gone up significantly over the years. It just keeps going up. It doesn't stop. It's crazy. It is crazy. You can get something for less on the Upper West Side, especially if it is a co-op. That's true, but a co-op has a lot of restrictions, and it's, yeah, the approval process is not easy. Yeah, it's a bit complicated. Anyway, I'm not even there yet. All right, another flower shop here, another supermarket. All right, let's see what the prices are. So gala apples are $1.69 a pound. So the way to know if an apple is organic, or most produce is organic or not, is by looking at the numbers. So if the number starts with a 4, that means it's a conventional fruit. If it starts with a 9, it is organic. Just FYI. Lots of good stuff here. All right. One of my favorite spots to get bagels in this neighborhood is this one. Absolute bagels. It's this one right here. Bagel with eggs. Sesame bagels with eggs. Absolute bagels. Good stuff. All right, let's keep going. What's going on here? Look at that storage unit right here, underneath the building. You see that? Catherine McKay is saying, "Oh my God! One apple in Japan can cost $30." I know some of the fruits in Japan cost so much money, but because I think in Japan, they grow everything with how you doing? With the utmost care, and it's just the things that they put into growing something is just so expensive that whatever they grow tends to be expensive. I'm not even surprised. I mean, I know some of the strawberries from Japan are like $50-$60 for a little tiny pack, right? So yeah, not surprising at all. I don't know, they probably grow fruits at a private school, at a private property, I don't know. But I know Japanese fruits are not cheap, because they probably hand pick, actually to an extent, with some of the fruits that they have, especially with the expensive ones. they hand pick everything, right? And they hand pick them at the right time. So literally, it's very, very labor intensive, and the cost of labor in Japan is very high. So that cost transfers to whatever they grow, whatever they sell. All right, Strauss Park here. Just like any part of New York City, there are lots of parks here too. Just FYI. It gets quieter and quieter for a little bit, and then we get closer to Midtown Manhattan. Yep, in the orchards, the apples are wrapped in paper bags, keeps the skin perfect. They probably have experts like, walking around and checking each and every apple, right? It's not like us, we just let it grow and then at the right time we pick it. That's not the case over there, right? They probably go to the apples, talk to them in person like, hey, apple, how are you doing today? Are you getting enough water? Are you getting all the nutrients that you need to grow? Right? What's going on? I see the bunch. Oh, you know what? Let's look at the park from this side. This is Strauss Park. A little tiny park tucked in between buildings. So in New York City, there's always a place to escape all the routine, the chaos, and just take a few minutes, take some time off and just breathe, relax. If you go all the way down this way, you know what? Let's cross the street. Let's go down this way. I don't like this grocery store right here because one day I wanted to get some water and I was like, you know what? Can I get a cup of water? It was like the only place that was open at the time. And the person goes, yes, of course, but I would have to charge you $1 for the cup. I was like, wait a minute. You're gonna charge me? Ooh, this is Ninja Kawasaki. Yoshiko, look at that. Look at what Japan is making. Catherine McKay, are you seeing what I'm seeing right now? Ooh, this is beautiful. This is a beauty right here. Nice. Well, hell, oh. This is crazy. And here's the Ellington. Actually, I don't know anything about the Ellington. I have no clue, but I know it's a very popular restaurant. So let's see what they have on the menu. This is the Ellington, a nice spot in the area. Oh, okay, it's mostly wine, alcohol that I'm seeing in front of me. Cocktails. Let's see the menu on this side. This is the Ellington. This is the Ellington. Governor, Gary, would you be interested in going to the Ellington in the afternoon? Would you care to meet me for an afternoon tea at the Ellington? Alright, the classic burger is $19. Choice of 2 toppings, french fries. An Ellington burger is a different one because it has chipotle aioli Beyond Burger. That's probably like a vegan one. Oh, they got some good stuff. They got some really good stuff. They got skirt steak fries. Oh, I like this place. I might give it a try this week. I am liking what I'm seeing. Kawasaki Ninja. Yes, you got it right, Yoshiko. Perfect outside dining weather. Yes. You know what? I don't want to put the camera on people's faces, but this spot is really, really nice. Look at that. What a nice environment. Look at that. Look at the indoor design, decor, setup. Everything is nice. Wow. Look at that. Perfect inside and outside. This place gets like 10 out of 10 in terms of decor and style and setup and everything. Honestly, I've never even looked into it. I've passed by it, but I've never really stopped by to look into it. And then we got the regular Serafina. We have a few of those throughout the city. And then right here we got a little Vespa. We have a lot of Vespas throughout the city though. Thousands of them. I should have bought you flowers. Devotee is saying, I remember having a drink there. How was the experience? Great place to have dinner with a friend. Nice. Oh, you've been there before, Gigi? Gigi knows a lot of these spots over here. Lynn Evanson. Good evening, Rob and friends. Thank you for taking us with you. Absolutely. Anytime, of course. Anytime. I love showing this city. There's a lot to explore. There's a lot to see. Okay, so over here we have Serafina. They have a few locations throughout the city, at least 6 or 7. They have locations in DC. I believe they have locations in other cities as well. Yeah, these guys actually have really, really nice outdoor dining. Most of their locations have nice outdoor dining, like this one. They have both sidewalk dining and outdoor dining. It's pretty nice, right? And you can have a birthday party here like these guys. You can have a corporate outing, a reunion, anything. We could have a walk, ride, fly, meet up or something over here too. You know? There's a lot of options. We could do anything. Endless possibilities, that is. What is that? Hey Con, how are you doing? From Virginia. Nice. I used to live on 100th and Broadway for a short time. Ah, I see. Very nice environment, right? And then we have another great spot over here. Let's see what this is. Café du Cellier. That reminds me, Scioli, how are you doing, man? I haven't seen you for some time. I haven't seen our friends from France for some time. I think they're on vacation or something. All right. They got some good stuff over here too. Espadon. They have the Impossible Burger, the best plant burger in town. So for those of you who are vegan, you have that option too. Greetings from Argentina. Greetings to you. And they have moles frites. And the name of this place is Café du Cellier. This is a French cafe, restaurant. It's a brasserie, to be exact. Very nice spot too. Oops. You could do takeout. You could do, what's the name of the restaurant? I did show it to you just a second ago. Let me show it again. That's the name, Café du Cellier. All right. They have wine, different kinds of wine: Cabernet Sauvignon, Sauvignon Blanc, Chardonnay, Pinot Grigio, something like that. They got pescado, fish, whole bass, branzino, red fillet, all kinds of good stuff. This is definitely worth checking out. Hey, It is definitely worth checking out. Look how beautiful this place is. François, Catherine, of course. I'm also French as well. I'm not just an American and a British, of course. I am. It's a very nice dining place. Yes, of course. I'm French too. How you doing? The lady's like, looked at me. That's so funny. She looked at me like I'm crazy. She's like, what is he saying? Moule frites? Ah, okay. It's Café du Soleil. Thank you. And then V045. See, that's why I have you guys to help me with the pronunciations. I had somebody email me and say, like this was a long time ago. He goes, why do you care about pronouncing names correctly? You know, why couldn't you just pronounce it like any American, you know, just say how it sounds like or how it's written? I'm like, why would I do that? You know what I mean? Like, when I can pronounce like a name properly and as I should, why wouldn't I do it? Why would I just, you know, pronounce it the way I want to pronounce it? I have to ask it. I have to like know how to pronounce it correctly, you know? The person's like, oh, I can't believe you waste your time pronouncing. That's how I'm thinking that the person is like, you know, writing. Okay, so one of the places I haven't explored or checked out is this one right here. Jerusalem restaurant, Falafel, gyro, Shish Kebab. I think this is a Palestinian place. I think the owners are from Palestine and the food is halal from what I've heard. The food is very good, but I have never tried it myself. So I cannot confirm or deny with certainty that the food is very good. I cannot say that at the moment. Maybe after I try it, I will do that. Okay, so here we have a Broadway pizza. My friend, Henry, you're gonna like this one. I'm like, I should be pronouncing names correctly, places correctly, you know? If I mispronounce it, I should be corrected, you know? The person's like, you shouldn't care. Anyway, we get all kinds of emails. I mean, I haven't had a chance to check emails for some time now because of internet issues. But I know I probably have received a lot of emails. On that note, yeah, so if I haven't responded to your emails, I apologize. I'll get to you as soon as I can, but at the moment, I cannot respond to emails. But I'll definitely get back to you. I haven't been able to post anything on Patreon. I haven't been able to post anything on a lot of, on Instagram, on TikTok, and Twitter, and so on. But I'll get back to you, okay? Bear with me. Be patient with me. And I'm trying to savor my data. I'm trying to, you know, use my data accordingly, my phone data accordingly. I have a limited amount of data that I can use every month for my phone, so.
Can we park here? That's the question. I think so. Yeah.
What is this place? Interesting. Just so you know, friends, I'm on West 102nd Street and Broadway. Cotton Candy is saying I just subscribed. It is a nice channel. Thank you so much. Glad you are enjoying the channel. Thank you so much. And friends, if you got something out of today's stream, and if you have been enjoying the back-to-back streams in the last few days, give this video a like. And if you truly enjoyed these walks, make sure to share with a friend. It helps the channel. It helps tremendously. All right, we got another pizza spot over here too. Sal and Carmen Pizza. Henry, I'm telling you, you're gonna eat a lot of pizza if you come back to New York. Whenever you visit New York City, you're gonna eat a lot. of pizza. Because there's a pizza spot pretty much on every corner of the city. As usual, scaffolding, yes. You know what? At this point, I don't even pay attention to scaffoldings anymore. And then people are like, oh, that's another scaffold. I'm like, oh, yeah, there's another one. There's always something. There's always some type of construction, quote unquote. Sometimes they just put it up because they want to look like they're doing something. They want to make it look like, they're doing certain types of, adjustments, fixing things, quote unquote. Great people, great content from Rob. You'll learn he loves sweets and coffee. That is true. That is true. I do like. Okay, what is this place? Never even looked into this one. Flor de Mayo. Huh. They do have a nice outdoor dining now. Catherine Class is saying it can be a nice shady place in the summer to be under the scaffolding. Trust me, no amount of scaffolding is going to save you from the humidity and the heat of New York City. Oh, this city can be so humid and hot. You have no idea. That's why I'm doing, as many live streams as possible now, because come summertime, I don't know. Unless it's like really late at night or maybe like really, really early in the morning, I don't think I would be able to stream like as often, because I hate summertime. Woo. Summertime in New York is painful. It's way too much. I mean, last year was not bad. But some years, it's bad. Is it humid tonight? No, it's very windy, it's very pleasant, it's very nice. Yeah, it's only like 75 with 45% humidity. So yeah, not bad at all. Yeah, it could help with the rain, yes. Devotee, yes. Scaffolding definitely helps with rain. But when it comes to cold and heat, no, not really. It doesn't help much. Miss Idol saying, taking it one day at a time, as much as I can. Trying to make the best of each day. All right, Henry, what do you know? Another pizza spot. Pretty much every corner of New York City has a pizza shop. There's another one. Rob, do a morning stream with walking commuter. Oh, walking commuter wakes up like at such an ungodly hour. I know, sometimes I randomly wake up and I'm like, oh, the guy's up at like 6 or 7 sometimes. But yeah, maybe one day. All right, one of my favorite spots to get ramen is this place right here, Naruto Ramen. Rame. I think the correct pronunciation is Rame. Naruto Rame. And they have another location on the upper east side, just FYI. And this is another location. Most of the time, they're super busy, crowded. There's a lot going on. You might not be able to find a seat. And sometimes they put seats outside when they get really busy. I don't know if they still do it. But they got some good ramen. They have sitting here too, just like every business in New York City. Outdoor dining is the new cool thing to do nowadays. All right, and here we have a really, really nice apartment building. I like this one here. And lots of urgent cares in New York City, by the way. Lots of urgent cares, different companies. Some businesses are going out of business, and unfortunately they're closing their doors, like this one here, or closing early, unfortunately. Dumb video to saying I've watched so many Boston walking videos and would definitely consider it in my Top 4 places to move. I've never been to Boston. I would like to visit Boston, definitely. Boston would be a nice place to visit. All right, friends. So right now we have reached on West 99th Street and Broadway. You know what? Let's cross the street. The other side looks more pleasant. All I see on this side is just scaffolding after scaffolding after scaffolding. So let's skate some of the scaffoldings for now. We don't need them. We don't need them right now. Yoshiko sounds like Japanese. Oh, you mean like the place, the ramen place? Yeah, I think it's owned by a Japanese, if I'm not mistaken. And the ramen there, the ramen there is pretty good actually. The spicy ramen is pretty good. Valerie is saying, I'm going to Boston in July. Nice. For an event or just a vacation?
Like it's sick.
I've heard good things about Boston. I know there's a lot of history. There's a lot to see there. Lots of great Italian restaurants, cafes, bakeries, all the things that I like. The way I said ramen. Thank you. Because I remember watching a video a couple of years ago and the guy was saying, oh no, it's not, the way you pronounce ramen or ramen correctly is ramen. So since then I've remembered to say ramen. But sometimes, I mix it up and say ramen. Now I don't even know how to say it properly. But yeah. In any case, this is Lenny's Bagels, of course. That's very customary in New York. All right, friends and family. If you got something out of tonight's stream, make sure to give this video a like. And of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Share this video with a friend. And if you have Instagram, make sure to add me. It is Walk, Ride, Fly. The same handle as the name of the channel. Yoshiko, I would love to go back to Tokyo. You have no idea how much I would love to visit Tokyo. Just Tokyo is just a different universe, I gotta be honest. Tokyo, Japan in general, it's just a completely different universe. Like it's just its own world. I loved everything about Japan. From the time that I got to the airport until the time I left. Everything about Japan was amazing. Such a great place. I know some people get tired of Tokyo and go to the small cities and villages and other cities, but I don't know. I could spend a lot of time in Tokyo. Felt like a week was not enough. I was there for a week. Oh man, I wish I stayed longer. In any case, all right, friends. Again, I want to say thank you to Gary Ting. Thank you for the support tonight. Thank you for the super chat, and I also want to say thank you to Henry and Renee for the support via PayPal. Thank you so much. I appreciate you as always. Thank you. If you do want to support the channel, all the details on how to support the channel are in the description of this video. They're all detailed there, or one of my recent videos. I also want to say thank you to the mods. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the time. Thank you for the help. I appreciate you. And also, thank you to all of you from different parts of the world who tuned in and walked on the Upper West Side, Morningside Heights with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you, Yoshiko. Arigato, arigato gozaimasu. Thank you, Fiori, Catherine McKay, Silent Sinks. Man, I did not even see you, Silent Sinks. My friend from London. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, Henry. Thank you, Gigi. What a wonderful world. Who did I miss? Gary Thing, Adan, Paul, Jean, Mike E, Preston, Renee, Renette, Ed, Valerie, Darrell, Triple G, PLA30. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Momikas, Graf, Dumidot, Eric, Daryl, Darrell again, Mario, Devotee, Catherine Class, Miss Idol, Gloria, Patricia, Shoriman, Cotton Candy, thank you for the subscription. All right, friends and family, I need to get going. I haven't eaten for a few hours, so I need to get something in my system, get some water. In any case, thank you again. Thank you to all of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody. As always, you're awesome. Have a good day, night, evening, depending on where you are. Take care. Have a good one. Cynthia, Gloria, Cindy Mondelli, and Alex Mondelli. Happy anniversary. Happy 10-year anniversary again. You guys have a good time. Have a blessed time. God bless you both. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great time. Take care, everybody. Thank you, Josephine, Mario, Toby. God bless.